The highly anticipated documentary Surviving Black Hawk Down arrives on Netflix next week. The series builds on Ridley Scott's 2001 blockbuster film, offering a deeper look at one of the deadliest days for U.S. forces since Vietnam. CBS 8's Abby Black joins us now. Abby, you spoke with the warriors who lived through the Battle of Mogadishu. What did they tell you?
Well, Marcella, when I speak to them, when you think about what this documentary means, it's the Battle of Mogadishu, and it's seen through many eyes. And for the first time, we get to hear from most of those sides, U.S. forces to Somali fighters. He says that this will be a holistic view with raw, firsthand accounts of both heroism and sacrifice.
Next Monday, Netflix releases a three-part documentary series, Surviving Black Hawk Down, offering an unprecedented look at the deadly and heroic 1993 Battle of Mogadishu.
There's no way I'm going to live through this.
This series expands on Ridley Scott's 2001 Oscar-winning film Black Hawk Down, delivering raw, first-hand accounts from both Somali fighters and Delta Force operators. I spoke with retired Army Special Operations Brad Thomas, one of the series' central voices.
We were not willing to leave others behind. And even if it consumed and caused more loss, it was a risk that we were willing to take.
The battle emerged from a decade of political turmoil in Somalia, where civil war and famine had ravaged the nation. On October 3rd, 1993, U.S. Delta Force entered the Somali capital to capture 2 lieutenants of a powerful warlord.
Typical mission for us was about 15 minutes, right? So you'd get in, get out, and we'd be back at the base. In this case, unfortunately, one of the Blackhawks was shot down.
Retired Master Chief Rick Kaiser, a former SEAL Team 6 member who served with Delta Force, now leads the U.S. Navy SEAL Museum in Fort Pierce and oversees construction of a new facility in San Diego. He was in the same Humvee convoy as Thomas, racing to rescue a Ranger who had fallen from a helicopter before it crashed.
We lost 2 other Army Rangers on the way back, trying to save the 1 Army Ranger.
In that one-day battle, 2 Black Hawk helicopters were shot down and 18 U.S. troops were killed. While Kaiser's not featured in the documentary, he earned a Silver Star of Valor for that battle.
It's like you don't get medals like Silver Stars or Medals of Honor with missions that go perfectly. Unfortunately, Black Hawk Down was one of those missions that a lot of medals were earned that day.
Kaiser says while no film can fully capture the battle's horror, this series might help close a 30-year-old wound.
I'm interested to see the Somalis being interviewed, to be honest with you, to see what their thought processes were and explain why they decided to fight that day.
The Navy SEAL emphasizes he's not a survivor, but a warrior, a message he hopes resonates with viewers.
You have to think that you are unstoppable and you're going to go out there and you're going to save your friends and do whatever the mission is.
Surviving Black Hawk Down premieres on Monday, February 10th on Netflix, and all 3 episodes will drop at once.
And the title just, Surviving Black Hawk Down, and to speak to the survivors this many years later, for them to have such clear memories, because I know Brad Thomas went on and served in Army Special Forces operations for 17 years, but he told you it actually took years to piece together what happened in Somalia.
Yes, because many of them were spread out. Some of them were still being treated for their wounds, and it took them years and years to kind of actually get together and try to piece together really what had happened. But what was amazing, he said 30 years later, I told him a story of what the Master Chief, the Navy SEAL, told me, and he hadn't heard that story before. So he says 30 years later, he's still learning new perspectives about what happened during that battle, and that's what he's hoping to for himself and other veterans as well who were there, to see this documentary and learn new things and have a better perspective and a better really appreciation and understanding.
I mean, San Diego is a huge military community, and I know you do so many stories involving the military, and a lot of these veterans do suffer from PTSD, and maybe getting together and having this community kind of filling in those gaps with their stories is all part of the healing, and making sure that other people know what happened too.
Because they all heal differently, and something as simple as a documentary can have powerful effects on our veterans.
I love it. Looking forward to seeing it. Thanks so much for that insight.